So, welcome guys to another battle, and this is an OU battle between me and MistahImprov. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah. And this battle was a really fun OU battle, and it was really close. And this is one of the best OU battles I've had in a while, just because, like, there's been so many scrubs on smogon, and, yeah. Just sucks, because either I win by, like, a huge amount, or I lose because hacks and bull. All that great stuff, and yeah. But this is a pretty long match just because neither of us wanted to let the other win. And yeah, basically, this is my Moximents team that you've been seeing in the last body bag video. But this video isn't a body bag, and he's using a rain team that I already know, like, one of the pokes just because I had this, well, two of the pokes because I made both, because I gave both of them to him, and I already kind of knew the team because of other things, and he already kind of knew my team, so we were kind of on even playing fields along of what we need to do. And let's just get into the match because this intro was like a minute. But fuck me, really. And yeah, I lead off with scissor, he leads off with slow bro, and I U-turn, being the safest move because I knew if he went for the switch or if he just stayed in, I could just go into syllabi. If he switched, I could go into whatever to take on the basic thing of U-turn. And I just go for the EQ, the safe move, instead of going for the rocks immediately, just to get damage on whatever wants to come in. And he goes into Slowbro. I switch out into Navi, knowing that Navi could pretty much take anything, and he goes into Chansey. I know the Toxic's coming, or just some status. I don't care if Scissor gets statused, or Celebi for that matter, because natural care. But I just go for the U-turn to get out of there, go into Spin Move, because I can threaten him out with the Earthquake. I set up SR, because best time to get rocks up, and he goes for the Drain Punch. I really didn't care about the Drain Punch, honestly. I can break his sub with the EQ, and he's not going to want to stay in and get EQ'd again. So he goes into Politoed. Politoed does not take that favorably at all. And I switch out, fearing the Water move / Ice Beam, so I go into Navi. He predicts me and goes for the Ice Beam. I take that Ice Beam not so well, and that kind of almost killed me. But yeah, I just go for the recover on the switch because I knew he was going to switch. Because he didn't want to take that Leaf Storm or risk losing his Politoed this early in the game, because he could use it as Death Fodder. I go for the I go into Scissor on his switch to Fuckface Chansey, and then I go into Bahamut. I just go for the Earthquake because I want to get rid of that Rachi as soon as possible, because that Rachi is a big threat. Because I already know it's Calm Mind Rachi, and I don't want my Salamence taking a Thunder Wave, so I go straight into Navi just so I don't have to deal with that Thunder Wave. And I switch right back out, getting Natural Cure, and I know his chance is coming in because we've been going through this for a while, so I already know what he's going to do. I go for the U-turn, I get a crit, unfortunately, on this U-turn, and I know I'm talking fast because this is going kind of by fast, and I want to be able to talk with it. But yeah, I go for the Earthquake. His Politoed is basically Death Fodder at this point, and yep, that's one dead. And then he brings in Haxorus. Holy shit, Haxorus scared the shit out of me, and I shouldn't have let Spin Me die this early. And this is one of the things that I really wish I could have taken back. But yeah, I go into Skizzer to take him out with the Bullet Punch, which I should have done earlier instead of sacrificing my Donphan. And then he brings in Rachi. He goes for the T-Bolt, gets the Para, of course, because it would be hacks otherwise. His Rachi starts setting up for me, and this is one of the times where I make the really awkward mistake of leaving in Vaporeon while Pokemon's setting up. I don't know why I do that. I go for the Thunder Wave, yes, the Thunder Wave to slow this thing down, because I don't want it pretty much freaking sweeping me. He's going for the Flash Cannon just because that's his only move to hit me neutrally. And yeah, he's now going for Calm Minds, and this is scaring me a lot. I'm going for the Hidden Power Fire just to do some damage, and that does pitiful damage. I thought that would do way less because it's in the rain, but still, Specially Defensive Drachi is Specially Defensive. Well, Physically Defensive Drachi. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But I go for the U-turn, score the unfortunate crit, and he gets paired this turn. That's just like hacksy as hell. But I go for the recover. He goes for the wish, and I should have just went straight for the kill and went straight into Maximus at this point, because that was pretty much, that would have been so much more beneficial for me to come in with Maximus and take it out right then. But hindsight is 20/20, and here we have Rachi just setting up thunderbolting me, and that does a lot on a resisted hit. But yeah, I can just recover back up to full. He gets parried. He was predicting me to switch out, but I go into Skizzer at this point, and he gets parried again. I go for the U-turn, I believe, just so I can switch out. And yeah, I go into Happiness. Happiness is pretty much going to die at this point because he wasn't even going to live at a +1 hit. So that's basically that point. And I go for the EQ, and it fucking lives. And I'm like, no! Why? And I know I could take it out this turn, but it doesn't matter because that basically leaves me at a point where I can't take a Sucker Punch off Toxicroak, which is very, 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 very bad. And he's going to be getting lefties and dry skin recovery. That's a full 12% he's healing back up. And that's really, really, really bad. And I want to go for the Bullet Punch at this point because I know I can take this thing out with the Bullet Punch. But basically that leaves him in free to switch into Slowbro, and this gives him a free switch back into Croak. And I want to Thunder Wave this thing just to slow it down so it doesn't outspeed my Scissor, and I can just hit it with Bullet Punches and maybe get Parahaxes, because of course, actually yeah, and that does so much, and he gets parried this turn. But he's getting recovery at the same time. He switches out just because he doesn't want his Toxic to die, because that's one of his only ways of winning this match, because Slowbro and I think Chansey otherwise are going to get destroyed. And he goes for the Thunder Wave, and I really don't care, because Navi has, of course, the Natural Cure, and I go for the Thunder Wave, just trying to slow his Slowbro down, even worse. And he goes for the sub. The sub doesn't really matter, because I know Bullet Punch does over the amount, but still, that means I'm going to be taking a Drain Punch to the face, and giving him extra recovery on top of all of his recovery. Now he's back at 100%. That's very, very bad. And I already know at this point he's going to... Really, wow, I went for the Bullet Punch. Even though I know at this point he's going to keep going, and we're going to keep playing the Switch game. And he Thunder Waves my Zora, but it doesn't really matter, because Zora was already paralyzed. Sorry, I couldn't talk right there. But yes, Scissor goes for the Bullet Punch, takes it down so low, but the Drain Punch, plus the recovery he's getting from Rain and Dry Skin, is pretty much all he needs, and I think I go for the U-turn at this point. Or nope, I don't wise up to the fact that he keeps playing the Switch game still. But yeah, this is 56 turns. If I would have done this on slow, it would have already been approximately 16 minutes by now. And I really don't want to post a 16-minute video, even though I can. And really, this match was so good, and we're running down to the last few turns of it. And I went for the Wish right there just to get my Skizzer back up to almost full health, because I want to win this match. Like, I really want to win this match. And I go into Zora, because I know Zora's pretty much my one chance of just getting some Wish recovery back onto Scissor. And he gets parried at this point. I go for the Ice Beam, and this is my mistake. This is basically what pretty much lost me the match. Because these times he's getting parried, he's actually going for bulk ups. And this is what's bad here. Well, he went for the Drain Punch that time. But, yeah, I keep going for Ice Beams, and that's not doing anything. Because my only other offensive move was Sklad, and Sklad would have just gave him recovery. I go for the Wish right here just to get back some health. And that, yeah, I'm kind of boning myself here. Because either this is giving him free time to think of what he's doing, or just free time to set up in general. And here he goes for the bulk ups, and this is where I know I'm boned. Because as soon as he starts setting up, I know Zora can no longer take hits, and it's basically GG from this point. From this point forward, because I'm not doing enough damage to negate both the recoveries, and he's only taking, I think, like 15% each turn, if that, which really, really freaking sucks. Because I'm not doing enough damage, and he gets parried this turn, unluckily. But he's already at like plus 3, so I don't think it matters too much. And yeah, and it's turn 69. But yeah, oh god, yeah. This match is basically going to be me getting swept by a Toxicroak. The rest of this match, and he keeps getting parried. Unluckily enough, this next Drain Punch is going to be enough to kill me. I know I said I only did 37 when I had 39%, but who the fuck cares? I'm going to go for the Bullet Punch. It's not going to do enough. I'm going to get almost O-code by the Drain Punch, and basically he recovers everything back from that Drain Punch that I did to him. And, wow. Yeah, looking back at it, there's so many other plays I could have made that would have maybe turned the match in my favor, but who knows, who knows. And this is a great game overall, because like I said, he's my rival, and I always want to have good games against him. They either end up really, really fucking hacksy, or just, I don't even know how I live that Sucker Punch, to be quite honest. That Sucker Punch was fairly obvious, but I know I'm going to die this turn. 2 life orb damage, and he knows that too, and he doesn't want to, yeah, I don't know. But that was a really great match, and yeah, I really don't know what to say, but I really want to know why my Celebi always lives those random ass hits. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Rate, comment, sub later, guys, and make sure you check out MistahImprov, because he's a really great battler. He's a really great battler. I don't know. He's a really great narrator, and he kind of deserves to have way more subs than he does have right now. And you know, go spam him and shit, and tell him he's awesome. Peace out, guys. Have a great day.